family. I'm currently heading to work at this exact moment. But the other week, I was on a 3-day fast. I was just consuming water, no food. And I felt the need to go on a fast because I felt that my spirit man had to be more aligned with God. And in the midst of me going through the fast, I had a situation at work which caused me to be sent home. Hold on right quick. I'm going over these little bumps that make that noise. I don't know if it's loud on this phone or whatnot, but alright. But yes, I had a situation with a supervisor that caused me to be sent home. Not going to get into it. You know, there's always two sides of the story. But let me tell y'all one thing. In Romans, God says, in sufferings, we have to count it joy. We have to rejoice in our sufferings. Sufferings in Greek mean paukis, which means testing, challenges, conflict, point of pressure. Sufferings don't mean sickness. It means testing, challenges, sufferings. And that word that's in the Bible that says rejoice, is a prefix, which means to do it again. Joyce is a word. Joyce is a word. It's a word that people just don't use in today's society. Joyce means to leap, right? So in the midst of me going through that whole situation, right, I hear God's voice. Rejoice in it. Count it joy. And that's called character. Character means statute. It means predictable. It means fixed. Whenever you go out of state or wherever you go and you see a statue, I want y'all to think of statue as character. That's character. And the reason a statue is character because it's predictable. People can cuss at it. They can yell at it. They can talk about it. It can go through storms. The weather change, the season change. And it's predictable because you know that no matter what that statue is facing, it's still going to remain strong and smiling. Give me a second, y'all. Give me a second. Give me a second. Now I gotta focus right quick. There we go. Made this turn, I gotta focus. But yes, a statue is predictable, it's fixed, and it's beautiful because in the midst of that whole situation, y'all, I was loving, I was patient, I was respectful, I did not respond negative. I count it joy. I was smiling. I was thankful. Knowing that sufferings builds character. God watches. He sees how we will respond to testing. And the funny thing about it is that it was more than 3 people in the room. And you remember how I said that character is predictable, right? If you know someone's character, you can predict how they will respond to certain situations, right? And what God dropped in my spirit was that, son, you responded the way that I will respond it. People is watching. They're taking notes. And they are going to see if you are really living what you're learning. And I was thankful. I was grateful. Because I count it joy. And let me give y'all a little nugget too about jobs. See, God's law says your gift. He didn't say your job. He didn't say scholarships. He said your gifts will make room for you among great men. Your gifts is what protects you. Your gift is what's permanent. Your job is temporary. Your job can send you home. Your job can be shut down. Your job can fire you. Your gifts makes room for you. And I really want y'all to understand that. It's important to operate in your gifts because your gifts gives you a sense of security. It gives your family a sense of security. Your wife, your husband will feel comfortable knowing that nothing can harm your gifts because God's law says it will make room for you. God does not lie. God does not lie. That's another thing. God does not lie. So whenever you seek God, you pray God, you have to be taught how to pray when you seek God. You have to go and approach God in a right way with a humble heart. On top of that, you have to give God back his word. You have to give God back his law. For example, you can say, Lord, your law says that our gifts makes room for us. This is what your law said. And you are the Most High. You do not lie. You are unblemished. You are honest. You are pure. And you fulfill all your promises. And I believe and I have faith. And I'm asking for your permission, Father, to do your work on this earth to fulfill my gift. Boy. You know how powerful that is? That's so powerful because you are putting the stress on God. Because God is not like, that is my law. And that is what I stated. And I have to fulfill that. But it's a but in that. It's a but in that. But God said you have to seek ye first the kingdom and his righteousness in order for you to receive those things. That's why I said you have to go to God with a pure heart, a pure spirit. Confess to your sins. But yes, sufferings, challenges, tests builds character. And character is something that we must instill in us. We need character. People is watching. I told y'all, just because you live a righteous life, a pure life, that does not exempt you from going through anything. I got sent home from work. Sent home. And in the midst of that, it was a whole situation. I had to write a statement. I had to, talk to EHS. The people had to come down and figure out what was going on. And I'm like, guys, there's nothing. It was just a misunderstanding. And in the midst of that, y'all, I was smiling. I was cheesing. I was, yes, sir. No, sir. Being respectful. And that is the most powerful thing that you can do. And that right there is building character. So when people come to me and say, oh man, that's going to be hard, that's going to be tough on you, okay, that comes with the territory. That comes with it. If you live in a righteous and holy life, that comes with it. And Jesus is just watching how we will respond to glorify him, and he will reward that. God will reward that. I'm telling you, he will. Y'all stay blessed. I just wanted to share that.